Hello, my crafty friends. How's everyone doing today? I'm so excited to show you my goodies from Goodwill. So I'm here. This is Sheree. My channel is Turquoise Dreaming, and I'm here for Thrifty Thursday, which is a hashtag Thrifty Thursday open collab hosted by no other but me. So everyone's welcome to participate. Just use the hashtag Thrifty Thursday and link my channel. So let's show you what I got. Oh, I've got some free goodies to show you too. I want to show you the free goodies because I like to show you because I think that might give you ideas of what to look for in your everyday life that you can use. And basically they're free. Get them in the mail, whatever packaging, and then you can put them aside for your journals. Use them in one way or the other if you make journals, or maybe if you just even use journals and you want to use these things to add notes or paper or whatever envelopes to your journals. There you go. So anyway, let me show you what I got at Goodwill. So I have a coworker, and she came back at the office after her lunch break, and she had a bunch of stuff in her arms. I was like, "Where have you been?" And she said, "I've been to Goodwill." I'm like, "Oh, which one did you go to?" I'm like, "What the heck? How do I not know about this Goodwill?" She went to one I had never been to, which, I've been to all the Goodwills, and I have my favorite ones now that I go to, but I had never been to this one. I'm like, "Oh my goodness, I'm just, off my game here." So anyway, I went that day because I was going to go to Goodwill that day anyway, but I was going to go to a different one. So I went to this one, and I think most of these things are from that Goodwill. So anyway, a couple of them, they have some, how Goodwill has some new things. Usually as you walk in, they have some end caps and things with their new things. And so I looked, I usually don't end up buying any of that stuff. But this time I was, found a couple of things. So one of them was this. Here's what I got, what I saw. This yellow tissue paper with colors, the red and green colors on it. I was like, wow, that is so, here you can see it maybe better here. I'm going to open it, but I wanted to show you what I saw and then why I got it. It's like that, I just thought that was so unique and different. I just, those colors, the yellow background and the colors on it. So I went and I got one. They're 99, this was 99 cents. It says so. I just wanted to see. I wanted to get this yellow. I just thought this would be so pretty in crafting, making tags or whatever I want to make with it. But there it is, my yellow with the red and green on it, poinsettias. So let's see. I kind of was really curious about what other colors were in here, or because sometimes they just have one of the color that you like and then the rest is white or plain solid color. So anyway, it looks like there's actually, if you go to Goodwill and you want to get a package of this, I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really? Let me make sure. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. 1, 2. And they had it in other colors, but this one was so unique. I'd never seen yellow for Christmas with the yellow red. The red really stands out on it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here's the halfway point. So 5 sheets of this yellow with the red poinsettias, and then in the middle there's some green. And there's several sheets of that green too. But you can always, if you wrap presents and you don't need the green in your crafting, wrap presents, or if you sell things, you can wrap things in your packaging with that. So, yeah, and so if there's any other colors, if you go and you see these packages of tissue paper, you'll know. It does say 10 sheets, but I really didn't think I was going to get 5 of this yellow, but that's great. I like that there's 5 in there. I'll definitely put all of those aside for my crafting purposes and not be using them to wrap orders. I don't think, because I just think it's so pretty and unique. I can't wait to do something with it. So stay tuned for that. I'll try to do something with that right away in my Christmas crafting, so you can see how it comes out and how they turn out. So this was at Goodwill too. This little pad of paper. They had a couple of different ones, it seems, but I liked, I'm trying to think. Yeah. Oh, you know what? This wasn't at Goodwill. That's why I'm hesitating here. I'm trying to remember where I got these things. Because it says, I got it at Dollar General anyway, is what I'm getting at. Yeah, I got this at Dollar General. I guess, I'm trying to think if there's anything else here from Dollar General. I will as I go through. If there's anything else from Dollar General, I'll tell you. But I looked in there, office supplies, stationery, craft area, because I don't go to Dollar General a lot. I mean, I hardly ever go there. But I remember going last year, and looking at their Christmas stuff, and I think I got a couple things. So I just wanted to go at least once before the Christmas season was over and said and done, just to see what, before Christmas, what they have. I want to open this up. And so anyway, most of the paper was more than $1, or more than I wanted to spend. But I found this one little pretty kind of stationary looking notepad here that I went ahead and got, and it was $1. So, that's cheaper than Dollar Tree, because the lowest price you're going to get at Dollar Tree is $1.25. So I went ahead and got this that day when I went to Dollar General. It's not Christmassy or anything, but I think it's pretty paper that I can use in my journals. I like to put paper in there, note papers, and cute, pretty, fun note papers. So that's what that is for. And then, let me see where I want to put these things. Up here, maybe. Okay, now back to Goodwill. This, I believe I got at Goodwill. Yeah, here it says Goodwill. And it's a banner, or they call it a garland. And I kind of want to, I like to open things up for you and for me to see what exactly is in here. Because if you're seeing it and you're like, oh, that looks interesting, but I wonder, what exactly it really is, I'm going to show you. So let's open it up. I mean, you can see what it is, but my idea was maybe I can fussy cut or cut just on the lines, in between. So yeah, it's just a bunch of these little, and they're all, little Christmassy animals, dogs and cats. I think they're super cute. Kind of remind me of almost like a Valentine, the little shaped Valentines. Let me see. So if I were to cut, well, they're in pairs. So if I were to cut here, let's see. So I can cut here. Let's just cut right on this fold here. See how that looks. Okay, that's how that looks. Now see, you can't cut down the middle of this one because that unless you cut that ornament off him. Yeah, you could do that. There's a little mouse in there, though. It's so cute. You fold it in half. You can fold it in half, but it's not like it's shaped the same. But let's just, like this one, you could cut. This is a pair, and the next fold is there. But if you cut right down the middle, well, what I would do here, you could either cut right down the middle. Let me see. Let me try it. Trying not to cut anything off. So there's one, and then you could like round these little corners if you're going to use it as a tuck spot like this without fussy cutting it really. I don't like points like that. I would just round that off. And then even down here, go ahead and round it off. You could try to use your corner rounder if you have one, or just do this. Just round off your corners. See, that's cute, just like that. And then you could use that as a little, on the corner of a page. You could put a tag. You could put, this is light cardboard color on the back, so you could leave that and write on there, or you could put paper or cardstock on the back if you wanted to. You could put a little ribbon up here. You could just put it on the corner of a page like that. Use it for a tuck spot. But I kind of, let's see, where's the other one? Where are you? Where'd you go? Oh, I don't know what I cut off now. It must, I don't know. Anyway, it must have been, oh, here it is. This is it right here. So let me see. This will take a minute, but maybe I won't cut the whole thing, but if you wanted to fussy cut one of these, you know, it would be cute too. I won't fussy cut the whole thing, but I would just maybe cut this one side and you can get an idea of how it would look. Anyway, there's a bunch of these in here. See how many there are. You know, it's a whole garland full of these little animals that could be ephemera in a junk journal, and that is why I got it, because I felt like it's something I could really use. It's different, and so I'll just cut this one side, and I'm fussy cutting it pretty closely to the item here that I'm cutting out. I'm cutting right next to it and not leaving any kind of an outer, you know, outer kind of surface. Okay, so I'm going to stop, but I just wanted to show you what you can do. I'm kind of excited to try it, as you can probably tell. All right, so there we go. So see, there's just don't look at this side, but maybe there's a little bit of white. I guess I would go ahead and cut that in there beside her little pom-pom on her hat. But yeah, I think this would be really cute fussy cut too. So either or, really could do either one, or you can use a few or a couple together. I would round off the corners again and just use that as a pocket. You know, put it on the bottom of a page and there you have a pocket. I guess you could put it on the top and it could be an up top too. So lots of things that you can do with that little, what they're calling a garland, and lots of little animals. Doesn't say how many animals or how long it is, but I got it at Goodwill. Here it has a retail price of $2.99 and they were selling it for $1.59. So $1.59 for all of that, like what you want to call it, maybe you want to call it ephemera, potential ephemera. So yeah, that's why I got it. That is exactly why I got it, to do what I just did. So, oh, here's another thing I want to try. These I got at Goodwill. They were also, it's like most of that stuff, it was $1.59, $1.59. These are decorative ornament hooks, S hooks. I'm sure you've seen these. I've never bought any, but I was like, you know, at first when I first saw them, I was like, I didn't see the ornament hooks. And the first thing that went through my mind is, paper clips? Are those paper clips? Nope, they're ornament hooks. You know how these things go through your mind really quickly, like in a matter of seconds. Nope, they're not paper clips, they're ornament hooks. But can they be paper clips? That's what I wanted to see. There's a lot in there for me to, what is it? 1.25 inch, 40. So, let's see, this is a pretty, like a typical page in a journal. Say it was made out of just paper, not cardstock. Could you put this, and maybe I'm sure somebody has done this. I'm sure I'm not the first person to do this. But I don't remember. If I saw it somewhere, I don't remember. Okay, so here you go. Paper clip is what I thought. Could it be made into a paper clip? Yeah. And that's what I was thinking. Here's the part you clip onto the paper one way or the other, and then you can have something hanging here, a little whatever, dangle, tag, whatever. So here it is one way. You can have a little bit, and you could even put a little ribbon up here as a topper to tie on this little part here. So it could be like that, or it could be like this. So yeah, it doesn't grip as well like that. It grips better like I had it. How did I have it now? Like this. Yeah, it grips better like that. It's very solidly attached to the paper like this with a little bit sticking up. But it can go like this too. And maybe I'll figure out even another way to do it. I don't know. But anyway, that was what I thought when I saw these. And there's so many in there. 40. What is it? 40? Yeah, 40. For $1.59. I thought, well, that would be different, wouldn't it? So that's why I got those at Goodwill in their little Christmas section. And I think that was all the stuff I got there. And then I found these things here at Goodwill when I was thrifting. These are little achievement records for a school teacher. See, it says, well, it is. Take my word for it. And I don't know how old it is. Does it have a date on here? No date. But these two pieces were written on. But the rest is not written on. And this cost me hardly anything. Like, I don't remember how much it cost. Oh, I know what? They usually would have probably charged me less. But today it was a new person there. Like, the people I know, when they check me out, they're like, oh, 25 cents or 50 cents. But the guy, I think he charged me for, like, book price or something. He charged me for, like, 85 or 80 cents or something for this. I was like, okay, whatever. It's more than I wanted to spend, but still, it's under $1, so you can't beat that type of thing, whatever. But he was definitely a new guy going by the rules. But this also I found there. I thought this was really cool and different. A giant while you were napping, like a message pad, but it's big. There's 2 of them in there, and there's this size right here. This is the second pad. And so while you were napping, so-and-so called extra strength prune juices. Bingo game has been canceled. Anyway, it's just a funny thing. New bifocals already. So it's a little funny joke thing, but I thought it would be fun to put into journals. So there you go. And then last 2 things I purchased, and then I'll have the free things. But I found this set of games. They did have it taped up, but I opened it because I wanted to see. It looks vintage even from the packaging. Let's see if there's a date on here. I think there is a date inside. Or maybe there's a date out here. Let me see. Copyright. You know how sometimes they have a copyright, but they don't give you the date. It's just illustrations copyright by Random House. But I think there's a date inside. So let's look inside. So there's the 4 games. Old Maid, Rummy, Hearts, Crazy Eights. And so, yeah, I opened it in the store to make sure of, what it was. And, here's all the games, game boxes. Super cute. I think the cutest one really is this Animal Rummy one. Let me open that one for you. It really looked vintagey. And it seems like there was a date somewhere, but I don't see it right now. But see how cute these are. And if they're not super vintagey, they at least look vintagey. I mean, I have some old ones, and they have these type of little, really retro kind of vintage looking illustrations on them. So anyway, I thought, okay, yes, I'm definitely getting this. So I did. I got it, and yeah, I'll be using those with my journals. And I'm even thinking about putting together. I have to look through my stash. But I'm thinking about putting together some grab bags, just like with 20 or 30 pieces of stuff, like different things in it. So if you're watching this video and that's something you'd be interested in, maybe give me a little note and let me know. So yeah, I thought that would be fun to make up a few grab bags. And then I found this. I didn't know exactly what I'm going to do with it. It's a set of plastic cookie cutters, and it was super cheap, like $1 or something. And it's plastic. Can you see in there? It's just little plastic cookie cutters. So I figured, and they're small too. See the little Christmas tree right here? They're small. They're not real big. There's a snowflake. What what else? It looks like there's a reindeer. So they're Christmas cookie cutters. There's a that's a Christmas tree. Anyway, I was trying to see if there was a bell in there. It probably is. But I thought either, oh, there's a stocking. But I thought either I could use them as charms on my tassels again, you know, tie them onto a tassel, or my granddaughter, I'm not making cookies with them, but cookie cutters are great for Play-Doh, you know, so, you know, she could use them too, and I did that with my kids. I don't have their cookie cutters that they used anymore, but when my kids played with Play-Doh, I got cookie cutters, and they were able to play with their Play-Doh with the cookie cutters. So, yeah, these are plastic, so, you know, washable, all that type of thing. Okay, now on to the free stuff. So, yeah, I found these in, I find a lot of my free stuff either from the mail, at home or at work, in boxes with the brown paper packaging. I save all that. And also when I close files at work. So these were in files that I closed, but the problem with them, and the reason I couldn't save them to reuse at work, is because they're messed up here on the back. You know, they're not going to send a one with a rip on it and, you know, like that to someone if they're going to send a CD to someone. So I couldn't put them in our, you know, supply closet like that. So I brought them home for me to reuse. I felt like I could use them, and I can cover that up or whatever, you know, type of thing. So yeah, 3 CD envelopes in colors, yellow, green, and orange. And then these brown envelopes, also I think I got in closing a file, and they're not perfect, you know, again, they're not like perfectly, you know, a little bit of a crinkle here and there. So I thought, you know, perfect for if I make a journal out of them or whatever I choose to do with them. I could cut them up and use them, like cut the front off and back off and use it as pages. Or if I make a journal out of it, keep it together, you know, you're going to be covering that up anyway. So free, why not reuse them? Free brown envelopes, you know, why not reuse them? And then, of course, I always bring home the brown paper packaging. So I got this one this week out of the package that came to our office. Even though it's not a huge piece, I did save it. It's a lot. It's big enough to, you know, reuse. And then what I did was I was cutting off the ends, and I was going to throw them away. And I thought, oh, I could probably. This was the end, and I cut it off. And I was going to just see how even the ends are. I cut it off nice so I could fold it up and bring it home. And I was going to throw this away. And I thought, wait a minute, I could use these in clusters. It would make a nice base. Either unfold it and use a little piece like that. Or even though it's crunched up, it would be fun to use a little crinkle piece. So I didn't throw them away. I brought them home. I couldn't do it. I couldn't throw them away. And then, let's see, what else do I have here? Just some random papers that were used. But it's not like, you know, we're going to reuse them at work because they're used. They're not like brand new anymore. So I brought those home. And then a salesperson came by and left these folders for people. And they're they're cardstock, but they're covered with a kind of a slick surface. So anyway, I thought I would cut that up and make some. I can, you know, it's blue, so I can cut off the words and stuff and have blue cardstock there. So I brought those home. This was something I bought somewhere. I think maybe it was in Florida. I bought something and they put it in this nice, big, beautiful paper bag. It's beautiful to me, right? Anyway, so that's like a free thing. And it's a different color, too. Kind of a different than other colors of paper bags. This light kind of craft color. So I have that nice, big paper bag to do something with. And then this was some packaging. And it was this light color. Instead of the brown paper packaging, it's kind of a off-white. Oh, I already ironed this one. I don't know if you can tell. I did want to show you a couple pieces that I ironed. I think I ironed the bag too, just FYI. That's been ironed. This has been ironed. And this has been ironed. I think I ironed this one too. And so it's less wrinkly than it was. I think I ironed that one. Yeah, I did. I did. The other morning I ironed 3 things. These 2 pieces and the bag. The other morning before I went to work. And I wanted to share it with you. But yeah, that's how it turned out. And then one of these, again, I showed you these before. These little pockets that I get from something that when I close a file, they're on certain things, and I cut them off. I just cut it. This was the paper that it was on, kind of a white cardstock. And I just cut it off, leave it on the white cardstock, just cut it out. And I have a little plastic pocket I can use somewhere. And then this paper too was in something that I closed. This pretty salmon colored paper. So I brought that home to reuse in my journal. So anyway, that's just to give you an idea of things you can look out for at work, at home, in the mail, you know, wherever you are. Just always be on the lookout for things you can reuse and not throw in the trash. So that's everything for today. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day.